Morning, everybody. Miley McKay here. Today I'm doing a bit of a collection update uh, and a little bit of something else. I'll show you guys some of the most recent movies I got and talk about one in particular and why I got it. So, the first few, this one is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I do not have this one. I have the other Halloweens, Halloweens 1 through 5, but I do not have this one, so I got that. It's pretty cool to have this one. It's actually Paul Rudd's first movie. There he is. It's interesting, this is Paul Stephen Rudd, is this credited on there. This next one, I've shown you guys my Phantasm DVD from Anchor Bay. This is Phantasm 2, and this is a weird one because I thought this was an Anchor Bay when I got it, but it was not. It was a Universal. It is a Universal, so kind of a strange one, but it's still cool to have this because now I have Phantasm and Phantasm 2. So, yeah. And then this last one, we're gonna do a bit of a dive here. This last one is a sealed copy of Creepshow 2, and I wanted to talk about this one because, and I know you're about to say, well, dude, don't you already have a copy of that? And yes, actually I do. This one, the Anchor Bay one, which you can tell the differences between the two. This one has the regular logo on it. This one has this weird logo on it. Like, I'd like to know where this logo came from for it, because I've never seen it before except for on this DVD of it. This is the Midnight Madness series DVD. And this is the Anchor Bay, and I actually like the Anchor Bay artwork just a bit more, but what I also like about what I like about this one, though, is it's got pictures from the movie on the back of it, and the Anchor Bay does not. It's got this, and that, and that's about it. I thought this was interesting, and you might be wondering why I own two copies of the same movie. Well, for starters, this one's a bit scratched up, and I'm afraid it's gonna not play very well soon. So I got this one, so I have a backup and a cleaner copy just in case. And number two, because I actually like these Midnight Madness series cover ones. I think these are cool. And I actually have a number of these. Push this out away for a minute. I got this one now. Got The Stuff, which you've seen in a previous video. But I also got House, which was also in a previous video, and they all have the same banner on them. But actually, if you pay attention to this one, I don't know if my camera's picking it up. There's actually more noticeable detail in the moon on the thing right here versus this one, which I don't know why that would be. I guess because it's an older copy. I don't know, how old is it? 2011, so now it's around the same time, but this one isn't. It's so weird. This one also has the same banner on the top of it. This is The Stuff, which I've shown both of these in previous videos, but this is, I like these a lot. I think these are neat. But I did that because I like the Midnight Madness series one, because my other one's kind of damaged. And I have this weird thing, like, with my collection, sometimes if I find an interesting looking version of a movie I already have, I'll get it, just so I have both, just so I have it, because the artwork is interesting. I've already done that before with Army of Darkness, because see, we have the Screwhead edition, and then we have the Anchor Bay one, which you can see is fairly unique compared to this one, cover-wise. very different. I think even the disc is different looking too. Yeah. And it's got that insert card with the poster on it. But I thought that was cool enough that I wanted it because it had a different cover on it. And this cover, I actually like this cover a bit better, but this was kind of cool to me because of the skeletons and Evil Ash on the cover. But it is what it is, people. But I do have 2 copies of the same movie again. And yeah. But I thought this was cool, and we'll talk about this on the sealed Creepshow 2 for a minute. This is an interesting find too because I found this in a hardware store of all places. Still weird to me. Basically, I went to a hardware store up the street from my house, and they actually have toys and movies in them, which was really odd to me because where I used to live, that wasn't a thing. But they had a whole bin of movies in the place, and this was the one I dug out that I liked the most. So I thought that was interesting. It's funny too because like went to a couple. I say it's a hardware store. It's more like a farm store pretty much because you can get hardware and farm equipment and all kinds of stuff there. But like there's another store on the other side. There's another store, another part of town where I live. The part of the town I live that also had a movie bin, but they didn't have a movie bin the other day when I got this. And then we went to another store closer to my house, and they had a movie bin, and that's where I found this. That's why because this was the only good thing I found in there, because everything else was like magnet releasing films, like the stuff you find in Dollar Trees. Anything except that, and so I was like, store. So I thought that was cool. But when we compare these, they look fairly similar, albeit the logos and the banner at the top for Midnight Madness series, and even the writing is different. There's that one, the one that's sealed. And there's that one. Also, you can see the spider web. You can see the spider web very clearly. You find the creep there, but then when you look at this one's a bit more clear. You can actually get more visual of the web on this one. You can see the web on this one, but it's not as like brightly. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more. The picture's more bright in this cover art. What you can't really see though in this is the way this was made is the movie screen. You can kind of see it. It's a little bit different here though. Like, you notice on this one it looks like a swirl up here. Because I guess they used the old cover art. I guess that's what it looks like in the old art. But this one, there's no swirl to it. And then again with the logo, I actually like the logo on this one better because it's got the logo they show in the old commercials and everything. That one is not a clear difference. Even the writing on the top is different, like just the font to it. It's got this weird font on it here, but then this one, just written like it is on the poster. And then, yeah. And then if I take these and put them on the side here, we look at the sides of them. Another thing that's very different, because here you get like the whole creep's body on the spine. This one you only get his head. And then the 2 different logos. Oh, and the fact that on the Anchor Bay the DVD logo is up there, and the Image Lakeshore Midnight Madness one, it's down there. So I thought that was interesting. Oh yeah, another thing that this one doesn't have, that this does, which I'm not quite sure why it has this, but well, for one, it's got the insert card with the original theatrical poster printed on it, but for two, it has this on the inside. You can actually pause and read if you like. And then this one over here. And there's all that stuff. Anyways, I just thought that was cool, and I didn't actually know that was on the back side of this cover when I first got this, because when I first got this, I didn't really pay any attention or even try to look at the inside guard. I just thought it was like a blank white paper, like they mostly are. But no, instead it was that writing and everything. I don't think I ever noticed it until like I decided to watch the DVD one day to use it, and I think it was because I was trying to adjust the cover in the case, because this isn't the case it was originally. This is a better case than what it was originally in when I got it. But I kept trying to adjust the thing because it wouldn't sit right in the case, the other case I had it in. I think I was doing that one day when I was watching the movie, and I think, if I remember correctly, I saw the blue on the backside. Like, wait, what? I pulled it out, and that's what it was. So, honestly, if I had a preference for the artwork on both of these, or at least for the version of the cover of both of these, I would prefer this because the logo looks cooler. And then there's that one again. Another interesting thing is how the colors are done. You can tell there's like a lot of interesting colors. So it's a bit darker versus this one, which is lighter. There's not as much yellows in this one as there is this one, which I actually kind of like that. Kind of wish this one was like that. And hell, maybe it was one day. It's just old now, and that's why it looks like that. I don't know. I don't think so though, because I've googled this, and I actually kind of prefer the colors of the artwork on this one though, because the colors are darker and everything. Although with this one being lighter colors than it normally is, you can see things you're normally not able to see, like the pattern on the floor in the theater, which you can kind of see there. You can't see it there, but you can see it a whole lot better there, and it actually looks different. It looks like it's inverted for colors. This one looks like it's inverted compared to that one, because it just does not look the same because of the way the colors are. At this point, I'm just rambling on about it, but I do think the colors are a bit better, which you can totally see when I zoom out, or when I pull back, you can see the differences. But I do like the colors a bit more on this one. And it's not crazy about that logo. But there you go, guys. There's your look at my new DVDs I got, and a little bit of info on the way. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.